We're marooned here, on the hidden away Pocklington Canal. We're marooned here because we tried to make our way on the restored section of the canal, but the weeds and shallow water stopped us. It's time to try and get back through the lock. So today's perfect, the conditions are perfect. We've had rain, we've had wind, and it's just not been great conditions to try to reverse through blanket weed into a lock. Now the conditions are perfect, so it's time to go. It's time to leave being marooned. We'll try and leave being marooned. Okay, Seth, let's do this. Let's unmaroon ourselves. And now it's about getting the reversing right, including going backwards in a lock and then reversing Narrowboat Alice Grace all the way to the Melbourne Basin, where we'll be able to turn her to face forwards again. Reversing a 60-foot narrowboat is not easy, and the lock ahead is 57 foot in length, which is going to add an extra bit of challenge. The Pocklington Canal was designed for the Derwent keel boats, which were wider than Alice Grace, but shorter than her. The wind should bring her in. Geez, that went well. I was surprised how well Alice Grace had handled the weeds backwards, but I had a knot in my stomach about this lock, and a feeling that we were going to have problems. I'm leaving the top gate wheel paddles unlocked, just in case we might need to quickly let the water back into the lock again. The paddles are locked on this canal to prevent anyone from draining the pounds, which was happening before. The white mark here shows where a shelf known as the sill sits. Our bow is currently above that shelf, but as we lose water, the plan is to tuck under the walkway at the back of the lock to push away from the sill. There's a technique. Just a little bit to start with. It's just naturally leaking anyway. Let's do that to start with. That noise means we're caught on something, which is forcing us to tip and open up the cupboards inside the boat. And you can see where we're caught on the back here. We shut off the paddles at this end, which let the water out, and open the paddles at the other end, which let the water in. And for what seemed like an eternity, Alice Grace was holding onto that lock, slightly tipped, while we waited for the chamber to fill up with water again. The sense of relief was overwhelming, followed by the feeling of dread that we had to try it all again. Split second, I knew it because the drawers came out. Looking back at the footage, I can see that it was entirely my fault. I took my eye off the boat when I wound the paddle. Luckily, we were okay. And I suppose with every mistake a lesson is learned, and I've learned something that will make me a better boater in the long run. Oh, the sense of relief is just overwhelming. So now I'm going to reverse all the way to the Melbourne arm. I'm so sorry if that was stressful. I don't know. Oh. I absolutely love the Pocklington Canal. But every cruise, however short, is like a mission as it throws us one challenge after another to overcome.
Would you mind giving me a hand?
He will.
Oh, thank you. Apparently the swing bridge is getting stuck, and I thought, oh, I'll be able to do it. Pushing it this way, so it opens up. That's it. Thank you so much. Even although all these things have gone a bit wrong today, it's still a gorgeous canal and I absolutely love it, and I want to enjoy this next section. There are several rare aquatic plants in this canal. We'll be looking out for those. I think that might be mooring here, so it's just a short cruise today, but a lot has happened. And I think it'll be good just to moor here and appreciate this canal for a little bit longer. It would have been lovely to be able to have stayed just another week. To hang out for a bit longer with the local wildlife. Perfect. But our stay here was going to be cut suddenly to just 2 more days. This morning
I'm going to take the little boat out, little Signet with Zephyr, and I'm going to have a look in the stretch of canal just under the swing bridge here. I think we might have a stick involved. And try and find the rare aquatic plants that make this canal an SSSI. Let's turn ourselves around. Here we go, sir. Fan-leaved water crowfoot, soft hornwort, and lesser water plantain. Rarely seen in the UK, can all be found in parts of the Pocklington Canal. A lot of horseflies this year, and I was getting bitten a lot, so I've had to start wearing repellent. I don't really like wearing insect repellent. Looks like a horsefly now, but I have got repellent on. Female horseflies are desperate for blood this time of year so that they can produce their eggs. They're attracted to dark clothes, carbon dioxide, and lots of movement. Look, we don't want to disturb it. This is one of them, look. Fan-leaved water crowfoot often fails to flower, so seeing it like this is such a treat. I think that's one of the most exciting things that I've done, because I just discovered it for myself. Well, me and Zephyr did. We sacrificed our bodies to the horseflies. I mean, I'm not gonna wish there weren't any horseflies, because horseflies serve a purpose, and I'm actually in their habitat right now, and they're just trying to live. Okay, come on then, Alice. Whoop. There we go. There we go. You see I am I've had quite a few of these bites now, so I think I might sort of metamorphose into some sort of half Vanessa, half horsefly. Vorse. Yeah. Spider-Man, eat your heart out, because the Vorse is coming. Vorse. She was a Vorse to be reckoned with. I'm waiting for a special visitor to drive up the lane to Swingbridge 6, where I'm moored. So what will we do then? You're going to teach me how to do a bit of a basket? When Di arrived with a bulk load of sticks, Zephyr instantly fell in love with her.
Wind and sun are the worst for weaving outside because it dries out instantly.
Right.
So
is it doing that? Oh, that's why you've got it in.
Keep it in there.
In the 1830s, local man Snowdon Slights would spend the winter weaving willow baskets out of his homegrown willows to sell so that he could feed his wife and family. For the rest of the year, he earned his living by being a waterfowler in the nearby River Derwent.
Put a little slip, tip through and a wiggle.
Yeah.
And then we're making that square in the middle. That's
right,
the
okay.
Slack. We're tying in the slack.
Okay.
Some very traditional sounding names, slaff and slipe in basket weaving.
Slaff and
slipe, yeah.
Di lives close by to this canal. She often swims in it with her children. and she knows the area and its wildlife inside out. What's your favourite thing to do on your TP site?
I really like teaching foraging, I think.
Do
That's
you?
my favourite. Yeah, and the wild beauty course, how to make all your own natural products with what's around you. Yeah. And we're really fully booked with teaching, to be honest.
Yes.
Which is good, you know. I think that society are realising that these are the lost skills.
Exactly.
How to make your own soap.
Yeah, exactly. She is such a patient teacher, even when I nearly took her eye out with a willow stick.
Really picked that up straight away, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm not making it up.
Was it the plaiting of the hair that helped?
I think it was, and you said that, oh yeah.
It's quite nice as well if you weave into basket bossing, but you can weave your thoughts about them into it. Like think about the person when you're weaving.
Really? Oh, that's a lovely idea.
But not only does Di have a wealth of harvesting knowledge, she also has a really unusual family member. Because you've got a pet sheep, haven't you?
Yes, Fred.
Yeah,
he donates
Fred.
some of the wool for some of the courses.
And how old is Fred?
7.
7.
He knows my van. If I'm pulling up, he knows it's me, and he'll get excited like a dog would.
Oh, that's so cute. And with Zephyr overseeing proceedings, I eventually finished my weaving.
So I finished. Done a good job, I think, there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing. No, I haven't made this basket, but Diane was just saying that this sort of basket is going to take a whole day to make. And I'll put a picture up now of what the basket will look like when it is finished.
If you would like to learn more from Di, she has a YouTube channel with all of her links to her amazing classes and events on it.
It's been lovely.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank
It's been
you.
lovely to enjoy your canal here.
Yeah, it's my canal now.
It is, it literally is. You are the only person here.
I know.
And I was about to find out exactly why Narrowboat Alice Grace was the only moving boat still left on this canal. I didn't want to leave today. I wanted to stay on this canal for a bit longer, but I spoke to the lock keeper who's responsible for the cotting with lock, which is the one that lets you on and off this canal. And he said his advice was to get off the canal as soon as possible. They're not letting any more boats in. It's very shallow. There's no likelihood of the water level rising because there isn't any rain forecast, and it's dropping daily. It's the lowest he's ever seen. Even the River Derwent, which connects us to the River Ouse, is the lowest they've ever seen it. But can we actually get off? That is the big question. Is there enough water to get us off this canal? It's time to leave the Pocklington. The midday heat has pushed our leaving time back to 6 p.m. We've only got a 4-mile journey to do with one lock, so it shouldn't take more than 3 hours. But this is the Pocklington Canal, so all timings go out the window. First hurdle is this lock. This is the only lock we've got to do ourselves. And after what happened in the Thornton lock, I'm really worried because we're going down now and the chamber's small and we're 60 foot. I feel really sick about this. But getting into the lock was fine and going down the lock was fine. We just couldn't get out of the lock because we were wedged behind the lock gate. For about half an hour. Oh, it's smashing up the thing. Oh. That was the first hurdle climbed, and we had the rest of the evening to get to Cottingwith for our exit, which was booked for 10 a.m. the following morning.
left until we get to East Cottingworth Lock. It's 9 o'clock at night. We left at 6 p.m. Oh my goodness, I tell you what, there's so many benefits to travelling at this speed. Being able to watch a barn owl hunting and then to see a curlew fly over. Oh my gosh, it's spectacular. I love this canal. I promise I'm not going to do any cow jokes this time. I'm just going to move on. Move it to the side. Move it to the side.
And as the day was coming to a close in the section not far from the cows, we faced what was probably the biggest challenge we've ever had on our narrowboat. Tiny bit of headway now. It's 10:15 at night. We were stuck for an hour and a half. We're still not out of the woods yet because it's still very, very slow going, but that was the toughest bit of boating I think we have ever done. Even the cows gave up on us. I don't know where they've all gone. They gave up watching. They were so fed up. It's a bit repetitive for them. A quick bite on the go, then on we went through the night. Even though we were plunged into darkness, the Pocklington Canal still held so much beauty.
It's 11:30 at night and we have just got here, but we got here and that's all that matters. And tomorrow it'll be sad to leave this canal, but we'll be going through the lock here, you can see, and someone's going to come out with a key and open it and then close it behind us. And we'll be closing the fairy tale book almost to this canal, because it has been like that with its goodies and its baddies. But overall I would definitely come back to the Pocklington Canal.
I'll weave a dream of this canal, and in each slath and slithe retrieve each thread of win and fail that sang and stung with life. Water's crystal crowfoot, its glitter and its gleam, will sparkle in the place it's put inside this woven dream. A basket full of dappled light, entwined with curlew calls, where lilies knit their flames at night by sun-sunk lava walls. All braid themselves, all twisted, to criss-cross every breath of the time that I existed on those waters that I've left. But one strand won't be interlaced, just left to hold the air until I'm back and face to finish what's left there.